Welcome back to another video. Today we've just got the delivery for the cooker. We've gone with a inset cooker so we can put it into the worktop. So obviously it fits somewhat flush. Obviously the rings will sit up, but the rest of it will be nice and flush. One thing when we ordered it, we wanted to make sure it was made like you could put it in a van or caravan or anything like that. But we didn't see that it said that it's got a 240 volt socket on it. So if Tabby comes around the back here, you can see when we open the box, it's got a 240 volt socket on it, which obviously we don't want because we don't want to have any electric in the van. We don't have any electric used by the cooker or anything like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm pretty sure this should just be used for the ignition, but we can just use a lighter for that. So what I'm going to do now is just disconnect this cable. It's only what, 3 or 4 screws, I think, 4 screws by the look of it, and then that will just be off. So yeah, I'm just about to do that now because we don't need that. So when we got the cooker, it said on the description of it that it comes with an LPG conversion kit for jets, and these are the smaller holes. You probably won't pick it up on the camera. Is it picking it up?
Yeah, just.
Okay, cool. So you can just about maybe see that's a small hole in there in the center of it. The one that's actually in the cooker right now has bigger holes in. So I'm gathering that's for like a mains gas supply, and this is for the like Cala gas that we'll be using. So we'll have to swap these over at some point. But right now we're not obviously ready to put it in, so I'm not going to bother doing that. And funny enough, the bag's literally just split in my hand and one just fell out. So I'll have to put them in a different bag. Today we're working back on the kitchen cabinet. What I'm going to do to start off with is just make the sides for each side. So one for this side, one for that side. And then after I've done that, I'm going to start building the platforms to where the shelves are going to be. Because we've got a gas canister, so we know roughly where that's going to go. We've measured up a little space for the water butt as well. So yeah, I just need to build the sides to start off with. So that's the sides cut out. I'm not screwing them on right now until the actual shelves and stuff are built in it. So what I'm going to do now is try and box in the gas canister, because this is where the gas canister is going to go, which will be towards the front end of the van. So yeah, this is where the gas canister is going to go. So I'm just going to try and box it in a little bit, and then I need to build a beam that goes from the bottom to the top here. Because how we're going to secure this is get like a strap and secure it to this bit of wood, and then obviously pull it around the front of the gas canister and then to the back, and then use like a ratchet strap or something to obviously really secure it in so it don't wobble or move when you're driving.
So we have moved into the tool shed today because it's quite cold outside. Actually last night it was snowing, so we came in here and there's no wind and it's a lot warmer. Also we had the water butt arrive today, which was really good, as well as the fabrics arrived, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. But we're working on the kitchen unit today, so we're making some slats to go around the side, and then we should have a shelf on as well.
I thought I'd just give you a quick look around of how we're making it. So let me quickly show you. So you look here, so I've measured up the height. Luckily we made the dog legs, which kind of be perfect just to be able to make sure you can get the water bottle out and the gas canister. So that's where they're going to be. There's going to be a divider in between them, and then dividers here as well. So that gives me my height for the bottom shelf, bottom lot of shelves, or cupboards, sorry, and then the height for the top ones as well. So there's going to be a main shelf all the way along the middle down there. But yeah, so far I've just fitted in that middle beam, and I've just test fitted these two, because these are the two most important things in there, apart from the cooker, which is going to be on the top. These are the two most important things, so they fit nicely. I just need to build the vertical beams now for the bottom lot. I thought I'd quickly actually tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm just drilling a pilot hole with a smaller diameter than the actual threads of the screws. It helps them obviously find where you're going easier, but it also stops them from splitting wood and that lot. Yeah, it makes it way easier, so definitely recommend doing that. This drill is not going to go all the way through, unfortunately, so it's not going to go into this one just because how long or how wide this bit of wood is here, which, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, but at least I'll get like a pilot hole halfway through. The only annoying thing with doing that is you have to keep changing drill bits, which definitely is tedious, but at least it yeah, helps a lot. Typical. Battery's gone dead in this one. Oh wow, yeah, that made it a lot easier. Time to do the other side. I shoved myself in the corner right over here, haven't I?
Were you recording?
Good little doggies. Right, we've got the 3 beams that I mentioned cut out for the front. So this is where the individual cupboards are going to be. So you're going to have one cupboard here, then a smaller one here. This is going to be for the water bottle. And what we've decided to do for the gas bottle is not actually take it out from this side. Because over here on this side is where the door's going to be, the sliding door. So you're going to have a bit more space and a bit easier access. We're going to actually take the bottle out that side. So we've got a time lapse going, so you've probably seen that of some of the work down here. But if you come down, as you can see what we've done, we've partitioned off sections for the bottom half, so that's pretty much done now. All we've got to do for the bottom half is just fit doors. We're unsure whether it's going to be sliding doors, so they slide this way, or actual like opening flaps or whatever. But because the bed, there's not going to be that much room between this and the bed, and it's particularly this hole here, obviously that door is going to be quite big, so I think we're going to have a sliding door, even if it's just for this one. I think we're going to have a sliding door for that one. But yeah, now we've cut out the bottom bit for the top portion of the cabinet.
Yeah, for the shelf.
Yeah, but what I've done with this, instead of cutting it into only little sections, I've just made one big plank, so there's no like gaps or anything where anything can fall through. I just need to cut now battens for either side, so as you can see here, because there's no support batten. Obviously that's, yeah, it's not sturdy at all. So we just need to cut one for this end, one for that end, and then we can start partitioning off the top part of the cabinet. So this is as far as we've got at the minute. We've just encountered an issue, which is we need to obviously put a back on here all the way down, but at the same time we need to partition these off, because obviously you don't want like a tin of beans from it, say on this end, and then if you have to brake hard or even if you have a crash or something, you don't want that flying from there all the way down this side, because by the time it actually gets down here, obviously it'll pick up some momentum and do some damage. And on this one, this is where the cable from the gas hose is going to be, and obviously that's going to go through the wood here. So we obviously wanted to try and partition this off or do something with it just to box that cable in. So what we're thinking of doing is sticking to how we was going to do it, with the partitions joining from this beam to this beam, and then on the back just screwing it at the top here, but then at the bottom just using either no more nails or some Sikaflex, and just sticking it down with that at the front and back so that holds it in, because there's obviously going to be nothing pushing against that back, so it should be perfectly fine like that. But yeah, so we're quite far into it at the minute. We're really happy with where we've got to, but yeah, so we're going to crack on with cutting out the partitions now. The first thing we're going to do today is sort out the backing for the cupboards. What we need to do though is, if Tabitha comes over, I'll show you. Basically the issue is, like here, it's perfect because obviously we can join the back here and both sides, but on this side, there's obviously nothing here to join it to. So what we're doing is we're going to go over to this shed where we've got loads of offcuts of this timber here, and then we're going to screw an extra piece here to join the back too. So we need to go over to the shed now and see if we can find some smaller offcuts to use for that. So this is all the scrap wood we've got. Obviously there's a lot of offcuts here, especially from when we was making the cupboard, and it took us a few times. So what we're doing, we're just getting little offcut bits. So we've got 3 there, which is what we need, is 3. They're not obviously all the same size, but it doesn't really matter because all they've got to do is just be able to connect the backboard to it. So yeah, as long as they're, even this one would be alright, but obviously if they're a bit bigger, it makes it easier to work with. And we've even got an off-cut as well, which is for a front beam, which we can use. So yeah, perfect. It means we ain't got to cut as much again.
So we've been hard at work this morning. We fitted in all the backs for all the top ones. We're not going to bother with the bottom ones because it's nothing really going to fall back there. We've got to then, next what we're going to do is fit this door here. On the side we cut this the other week, so it's already cut, ready to stick on. It's not focusing. There you go, there you can see. We've got to do the other door too, but as mentioned before, that's where we're putting the gas bottle, so we've got to cut it in half, and one of them is going to be our hinge. This is Liam, looking very confused.
So we've cut the this side panel in half, and the bottom bit's going to be the door. But as you can hear there, it scrapes along the floor a bit. So what I'm going to do is get the planer out and just plane off a bit of this bottom edge, so it opens smoothly. Especially because in the van, where the step is, because obviously this is where it's going to open this way, and with the steps here, and we've got that the metal nosing, and obviously that sits up a little bit from the actual floor, so we need to definitely take some off that, so when it actually opens it won't catch on that. So we've managed to get one door done. Let me show you that one. So that is one of the doors. Ooh, I know it's a bit dark, but yeah, as you can see there. So the mechanism is you just twist that, and that opens, and then there you go. And that's where the gas bottle is going to be. So it means we can access the gas bottle from the side, and then drag it straight out. So then you just shut, spin that round, and boom. Then all we're doing on the front, there's Poppy. Poppy, come over here. That's it, she's standing right where I wanted to show. So, them 2 doors we're doing right now. Yeah, so we're just gonna finish them 2 doors for today, and then Tabitha and her mum are gonna start making the covers for the mattress, which is, I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about that part, because once that's in, then it means we can like use the van, because obviously with this is just, you know, I mean, this is just the kitchen bit, so we don't really need it in. It's not a must-have. It's just kind of a luxury bit. Where obviously the mattress, you kind of need the mattress. So we're done for the day now. We've managed to get a fair bit done, as you can see behind me. Let me show you how we've managed to fasten the doors. So that's 2 of the doors in there. And all you do is these here. Tabitha's really worrying about these, thinking that you'll catch toes on them. And they stick out, I don't know.
They're 9mm.
Yeah, they stick out about 9mm, and I don't know, you might catch a toe on it, but I think you'll be fine. So all you do is just turn that to one way, and then the door opens, the door shuts, and then you just turn that back to lock it in place. Same with obviously this one, but look, it locks it in solid, and I think it looks quite neat. And the other issue I was having with it, so if I let me open it, the other issue I was having with it is because it's so thin, the wood, is trying to, like, we bought the thinnest screws we can get from Screwfix, but they still just poked out the wood a little bit. And the issue with that was, obviously, you're gonna have a little tiny screw sticking out. I'd rather take my chances of kicking that than scratching myself or ripping clothes or whatever on the screw sticking out. So we've got that done for today anyway. So that's them ones done, and we've done the side one round there, which I believe we showed you earlier. Let me show you again. So that one is, you just twist that one and twist it that way, there you go. And then that opens, obviously it won't open in it because that's slanted there, or sloped, sorry. But yeah, so that's where our gas bottle is going to be. So the good thing with this entrance is obviously it's on the side where the sliding door is. So it means it's easy to get at. And then that obviously again just pushes round, that locks. And then we've managed to sort out all the backs for the top cupboard. So what we've got to do tomorrow now is just sort out the table that's going to act as the, it's going to be a table that flaps down and then opens back up, and lock in place for a table.
So when we bought the cooker, we didn't realise that it can actually be used for indoors as well as campers and stuff. So because of that, we needed to order a part, but we didn't realise that until we actually got the gas bottle and then the cable and stuff for it. And then we got it in, got it out to test it, and then we couldn't use it because it needs a different part. So we've got fibre for this part. It's only a little joiner thing. So that should screw on the little nose, the gas in there, and then that bit fits on your hose. So you need to test that now to make sure it fits.
Whoever thought this bit would be the hardest bit? Let's make sure it's rock tight down.
That's why I let you do it, because if it goes wrong, it's not my fault.
Yeah, you could just blame me.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's your fault anyway, so. I think it's going to be weird getting you. I've never cooked on gas. Never cooked on gas. The only time I've ever cooked on gas is at the caravan. I've never cooked on gas, so it's going to be different for me.
Ooh.
I hate gas cookers. I had a gas cooker when I used to work at the car room, and it would never light, and then because there's so much gas, it'd make like a big, no, it wasn't that
explosion.
Yeah, I built the car room. No, but it's like.
It's one way to get rid of the elderly.
No, but it didn't lit properly, and then it'd go. It used to scare me. I didn't like it. Oh, I'm scared. I don't like this bit.
Moment of truth.
Make sure you can actually. It's not gonna actually fall off the table when you do that.
Yeah, I won't. No, it's solid.
Okay.
Which one's which? This one. This one's a little one, isn't it?
Yeah, look. That one's. It's all together.
Yeah, we're getting gas out.
Maybe you get a bit of air in it though at the start. Maybe you got a bit of air.
Maybe. That's not good.
That'll work. Whee! Yes!
There we go. This one's. We need to test this one again though.
Okay.
But so far, at least I have a flame to cook on. Yeah, there we go.
Maybe there's just
yeah,
air
maybe.
in there.
It must have been. High five, go.
Yes.
Right, so we've just got the hinges this morning for the door / table, and we've realised that they don't actually work properly because, so I don't know if you can see, but they don't actually open 90 degrees. I don't know what they open, but they don't open 90 degrees anyway. So if you was going to use them for the table, it wouldn't work. So obviously the table wouldn't come up like to 90 degrees and make it flat so you can put stuff on. So luckily, Screwfix, I've got 30-day money back guarantee, so we can take them back even though we've opened them, and then exchange them. So we're actually going to redesign the whole table again. We always end up redesigning cabinets. We're making this a habit. But what we're going to do is turn them all into doors and then figure the table situation out after. We've got a little solution in mind, what will hopefully work. But all we're going to concentrate on now is just getting these doors in, because obviously they're the most important thing, and then adding the table after that. So yeah, now we've got to go back to Screwfix again today, and then re-exchange these for exchange these for just normal hinges, so we can make normal doors. So I'll just show you what we managed to get done yesterday. As you can see behind us, that's what it's looking like at the minute. So let me twist it around. So as you can see, that's what the top's going to be. Obviously it is going to come all the way along here. We just need to cut another bit to go on there. It's not fixed down or anything yet, because we have got to cut a hole in over there as well for the cooker. But you can see the doors. I think they look pretty smart. You just want to go and show them how it opens. So all we've got is some little magnets just on the inside. We are going to put another magnet on each of the top doors now. And at the bottom, we've just got these. I've spoken about these before, to have a thought you'll catch feet on them, but yes, we just got them on the bottom ones. We can't put them on the top because we won't know where to mount it. The table is going to have to be fitted along there, but that obviously, I'll show you that when we actually get around to it. But yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. Today's task is to fit the worktop and the cooker. So we didn't record what we just done, but what I have done is masking tape the top so I can draw a pencil mark on it. And the annoying thing is, because the back of the van's a little bit wider than where the door is, this end of the cabinet is only 50 centimetres and this one's 53. So I've measured this end at 50, that end at 53, so it slants off a bit. and then I just obviously draw a pencil mark all the way along. So I've just got to cut that and follow that line as best as I can, and then that'll be this part cut out. And then we've just got to do the exact same to the other bit that's going to fill in the gap at the end, because obviously this isn't quite long enough. So we've just cut the hole in the top. Tabitha's just doing a bit of a sweep up now. But as you can see, it's in. We haven't test fitted it yet, so we're just about to do that now. Considering I'm king of wonky cuts, that fits in perfect. Look at that. In nicely.
It's a bit shit about this, a bit of a shame about this.
I think that will be coming off. Sure, he's got something to moan at. So as you can see down here, it's the cooker's mounted and secured in. All we're going to do now is go for some lunch and a cup of tea, and then we've just got to move it all out to the van. So we've got to go and get the van and bring the van round, move it all out and start fitting it all in.
Finally in the van after all this hard work.
Alright, so it's all lined up and all ready to go. So now all I'm going to do is actually screw it to the unit. And then we just got to screw it out to the floor, and then we're all done. I'm so happy now that like it's all coming together, and we're finally like putting the real big ticks in, because obviously the bed's fully in now, and by the end of today the kitchen unit and the cooker and all that sort of stuff will be fully in as well. So now it's actually ready to go camping in. We've got a few more little bits and bobs that we're doing here and there, but apart from that, yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. So yeah, all we've got to do is we're putting some netting in a few places, so for like storage stuff. We might buy some, I don't know what you call them. They're like you put them on the back of the car seat, or the van seat in this case, and it's like a storage holdall. And then we've got to make some drawers to go underneath the bed. But apart from then, that literally is everything done. At least it's never done, I suppose, because we want to put some lights and stuff like that. But the major things, once this is in, the storage cabinets under the bed are done, and that's the real big major things done, and then it's just kind of little tweaks here and there just as we're going along, as we're learning what we like, what we don't like, what we need and what we don't need. That's when we're making little tweaks along the way. So we've finished the installation of the kitchen unit now. All we need to actually check is the gas cooker and make sure it's working. We tested it inside the garage and it was fine, but this will be the first time we've tested it since actually installing it. But yeah, so as you can see, it's all good. It looks a bit messy, but the cooker's down there. Oh, sorry, the cooker. The water's down there, and the cooker's up here, and obviously all these little cupboards. But yeah, we'll test the cooker now and see if it's working. Alright, so we can actually test it now and see if it's working. It should be working fine because we tested it before and it was working fine, but obviously now it's actually in the van. I want to test it. Which one is it? Which one's this one? This one is
like
the back one, isn't it?
One, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my days, what did I singe? I just singed my hand there. I was going to smell singe.
Oh my god.
Wow, I actually caught that on camera as well.
I can't believe you.
Boom.
Right, test the other one. You can run about at the same time though, can't you?
So that's a small, that's big flame, and then boom.
This was one. Oh yeah,
it's good. It's good to come through, innit? So that's a small flame on that one. Big flame. Boom. Success. I'm well happy now it's all sorted.
Yeah, me too.
Now we just need to actually go and test it in real life and actually camp a night in it. Camp a night in it? Yeah, okay. Whatever.
This is Liam trying to open this, but he put a screw in with his hand because he just took the drill away and he can't be bothered to go get the drill back out.
No. Right, what I've got to do now is just see, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little gap.
See, yeah.
And what I've got to do is just put some sealant down there, obviously because there's a gap there and I don't want water going through and stuff like that. And then I'm going to seal across the back as well, so if any water drips back, it doesn't drip down the back of and into the cupboards and all that sort of stuff. That's what I need to do.
We're using the Sikaflex, which we used on the
yeah, so
outside the caravan, so it should be waterproof.
Yeah, but it will be white, which is a bit crappy because obviously this is black and you're going to have a white strip going down it. But I don't want to spend any more money on getting black sealant or clear sealant for that matter either. So I'm just going to use this, save money, save a bit of time and stuff, but yeah.
So you best not mess up.
Don't really care if I do.
This is Liam, he can never do anything, cut straight lines or do anything straight. So we'll see how well he does.
If he starts squirting everywhere, I'm going to run. What's that about straight lines?
Yeah, because you've actually got something to...
Yeah, I'm just guiding it along this.
Giving you an arm workout.
Ow! I've ruined it. Oh, I got caught in my jacket.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
He's always got an excuse, this guy.
Tell you what, even though this is a lot warmer, it's still not the easiest to come out.
Yeah, because that's been inside for last week, so...
Yeah. Maybe it's, I don't know if it's because it's shiny, so it's just like slipping and pulling it rather than gripping.
Don't know, we've always had problems with these. We had like no more nails and that was a nightmare.
Yeah, that was even worse.
Yeah, that was worse. Because it'd clog up and then all of a sudden you get all of it come out at once.
Yeah. So that's the kitchen unit in now and fully finished. All working, really happy with how it is. Now we can actually go out for a first camping session, which will probably be in a couple of weeks now, but yeah, so happy with it so far. So until next time, thanks for watching.